Welcome to the Art Project. If you're new here, please subscribe. If you enjoy this video at all, please give me a thumbs up. I've been out for a little while, but I am back and I got a little inspiration. I got this inspiration from a store on Teacher Pay Teachers called Look Between the Lines. If you haven't found that store, please look it up. If you're a teacher, an art teacher, you'll really love her products. So this is the second time that I've done roller design, and it's a lot of fun. You don't have to have a whole lot of idea beforehand. It kind of gives you something to do, and you have this chart that you can follow, but you don't have to follow it directly. I mean, like, you can use it for, well, inspiration. And so you're going to roll 5 times, one for a base color, a pop color, 2 different mediums, a pattern, and a collage material. And so let's begin. I'm going to start by rolling this dice. I turned my page to write all this down. I rolled a 5. That means I'm going to use these 3 colors right here. So I wrote those 3 colors down. Then I rolled again, and I got my pop color, which was mustard yellow. Then I rolled a 3 for a Sharpie and a 2 for 2 for Sharpie and 3 for pencil, I believe. Then I rolled for a geometric design, and then last but not least, I rolled a magazine page. So you can do these in any order you want to. My last video, I did them in the order in which I rolled, but this time around I rolled all of the results to begin with and wrote them down, and now I'm starting with a geometric design, and I'm just going to draw a geometric design all over the page here. I had no idea what I was going to do when I started this whole project, but when I rolled, knowing that I was going to do a geometric design, then I just went with it. We have recently in my class done isometric perspective, and so the idea of doing a grid that is sort of a diamond shape like this is what I chose. So another thing you can do in order to help is you can use tape. I'm using tape here to tape off the edges of these diamond shapes and filling them in with my base colors. So when it said use these 3 colors for my base colors, and I didn't even think about it, I just kind of went straight for acrylic paint. You don't have to use acrylic paint. If you rolled for gel pens or paint pens or anything like that, you can use those instead. But I just jumped right in and started using acrylic paint. Try and work around the whole project. Use fresh, unique colors that you mix together yourself, and work around so that like while one part's drying, you can work on another part. Also, be real careful when you lift the tape not to tear the paper. You gotta pull the tape up very carefully. Also, I'll let it dry for a few minutes while I paint another section, and then I'll come back in and paint a previously painted section again to make it more opaque. You'll see I'm painting this right here. Any minute now. And then I put a second coat. Start peeling the tape off. Be careful not to rip your painting. There's always ways you can go back and fix it. Like, for example, down there at the bottom where I ripped it, I think I just painted over it again, but I might have also covered it in magazine pages, because that was my 5th roll, was for a collage material, magazine pages. Here I am measuring out the same kind of grid that I measured in the sketchbook, and then I'm going to cut it all out, and that way I've got diamond shapes the same size and shape as the ones in the sketchbook, or at least that was the idea. It didn't quite work out. Like, they weren't all perfect in size, but I just kind of improvised, did the best I could. Also, if you really look at the pieces that I've glued down, they don't necessarily line up. Like the head of the woman on the right and the chin kind of skip a space. So it's not like if you removed the paint, you'd see the complete face or anything like that. They don't all line up. And then I used a Sharpie to kind of finish it up, mainly because I rolled for a Sharpie. And also, it made for an opportunity to clean up some of these parts. And then my pop color. Now, I'm not real sure if I used the pop color the right way. Like, I just did painted in another one, that one color, that mustard yellow, and that's all I did. So, tell me what you would have done down in the comments below. How would you have used your pop color? How would you have interpreted this? It's all up to your interpretation. Anyway, that's the end of it. Go make some art.